Welcome, Aries, Taurus, to your end of the month reading for April. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you. This reading is for the 24th through the 30th. Okay, best message. This is for your sun, moon, and rising, and of course, cross watchers as well. So, yes, as energies fluctuate, picking up both energies. Message. Get this solar eclipse coming in on the 27th. Yeah, feeling like a lot of creativity is also coming through you at this time. We do have the hope, which is the star card coming through, saying that there's a lot of hopeful things going on around you, that your goals are being met, and that the things that you're looking to share also with others is really shining and really coming through. And we also have the light, so kind of like having the star here twice, as this is the sun card. But the sun card is saying that it's looking hopeful and that there are blessings coming through. Wherever you might have felt like there was some kind of dark cloud between you and another person or a situation, it is now dissipating through that, and really hope is really shining through at the end of the month. Very nice. A lot of positive energy coming through. So going to the next card, says, but I'm not really going to 100% move away from the situation, or someone is not going to really 100% move away from the situation. Take that how it resonates. You will know when that happens. Or maybe if it's you, you already know I'm not really going to move. Meaning that we can work this out and there's no reason for me to literally just let go of everything, and take it elsewhere. If it's just business, you could just say, I'm not moving from this job, but I can take all these other things that are going on around me, if it's coworkers or whatever, distractions or stress, and saying, I'm not going to leave that job, but I'm not going to allow that to distract me anymore. So it's saying that you're definitely not going to 100% move from that situation completely, right? Finding more of a balance and a place to be able to find the happiness within the situation. Material, spiritual prosperity. Yeah, because, it's just like a roadblock, right? Kind of feels like it could just be some kind of stuck in an impasse situation. We don't always have to just throw everything away just because we had a spat, just because we had a roller coaster ride, just because this didn't happen doesn't mean I need to run away. And that's exactly what it's saying. It's saying, no, everything's going to be fine. I'm just going to do what I need to do. So the worries are going to be gone. So finding the light within the firm foundation, feeling more vitality coming through. We see the root chakra here. It is saying you're becoming more stable, and it's the whole situation is stabilizing is really what it's saying. It's starting to form its own roots. It's, whatever felt like it was out of control is now gaining its balance back. Okay, so for some of you, it could be a spiritual union. It doesn't have to be, because I am feeling that there is some kind of intense financial thing going on over here, or something at work, or something, definitely something that's going on with you and someone else. It doesn't have to be a love relationship. It could be just a friendship, right? Or like I said, a co-worker situation where it feels like you're going to find even ground to the situation. And the next card coming out is the universe. Yeah, and definitely having moved on from this situation to where things can become a little more harmonious, as we see that at the bottom of the deck. So kind of putting this right here, we can kind of say, yeah, because everything is going to come back into harmony. This is not one of those situations that's, going to entertain itself forever, right? There is an actual place for the obstacles and the challenges to actually go away. So any obstacles and challenges that you felt that were coming through are now, going away. You don't have to walk the plank anymore, right? You have all these other things going on around you as this is stabilizing. And you can kind of see all these securities and comforts coming back through the firm foundation with the sun. I don't know who this is, but somebody was spending money extravagantly. And it really threw a wrench in into this situation. And I kind of see it here as, they're just overspending money, and it's causing this rift between us. But now you can kind of find the inspiring creativity. If it's a romantic situation, you can find the power within the situation and really find it coming back together, and finding this connection can form the way it used to with the Two of Cups, talking about that unity, talking about that togetherness, talking about creating a connection, which is a healthier connection. Okay, so you have the fulfillment of wishes coming through. And of course it says the the heartache and the sadness and the way that all the situation was going down, kind of down that hill, as you kind of see there down the mountain, is now, deepening the connections, whether it's the connections to money, whether it's the connections at work, whatever your situation is, there is a deeper, intense connection. And not only that, if it's a love situation as well, there's a lot more security within the situation. And, for some of you, I keep hearing there's a place of feeling like I belong now, right? Feeling like this is where I belong. That's why I don't want to move, because, we're finally getting onto the same page. So there's a lot of inspiring ideas coming through with that creativity that we see within the blue over here through the throat chakra. So a lot of things going on at the end of the month for you. And you don't have to feel like you're on the opposite side of the room, or maybe even the elephant in the room. So let's clarify over here and see what's going on. Feeling that peace and harmony within the situation. Yeah, there was something that you were it just kind of felt like, they're neglecting me, or I'm, like I said, the elephant in the room. Maybe I had some great ideas and they didn't want to listen to my great ideas. You're just always downing on everything that I have. So there was no reconnecting at that time. And then all of a sudden there's this spark of determination to say, hey, you know what, this is what's really going on. And I feel like there's this spark going on between you, and it could definitely be some kind of Capricorn or maybe a Leo. And it's just feeling like here we come, right? We're kind of also changing up the daily routines a little bit, as well as time is kind of coming together over here with this solar eclipse coming through at the end of the month. The energy is definitely shifting. Wow. It was almost like I didn't even see them ever wanting to offer this cup, or even offer an apology, or even want to come back. It was almost like they were holding back on me all the time. And now it just feels like whatever they were doing before, they have separated themselves, and now they're actually listening to what you're saying. So whoever that was for, that maybe they were extravagantly spending money, they have definitely stopped doing so, and have, stopped to share your ideas or share their ideas with you and listen to your ideas. How about that, right? Because we have the Three of Swords, so we're talking about this communication. So they're saying, oh, what did you say? Oh, okay, I'm listening now. It's kind of interesting too, because you might feel like if this person has been kind of holding back from chatting with you, you might feel like they're more chatty at the end of the month. All of a sudden, they want to hear your ideas. They want to, offer some kind of support. They want to listen. It's almost like they've kind of changed. It might even make you scratch your head to say, who the heck is this person? Could be also dealing with a Pisces who's just feeling really, really good, or a Cancer, or a Scorpio. With the Six of Wands, though, it just feels like this connection is really connecting, because they actually have this new approach to the situation. That's, I don't know, I think it's going to kind of throw you off balance a little bit, because you're not expecting them to even want to listen to anything you had to say, or even want to do anything that you wanted to do. So all of a sudden, they could even kind of come in a little intellectual with the swords over here, right? And not only that, you might even have this person, if it's your love, they're coming in kind of like Prince Charming or Princess Charming, right? So just kind of a whole different swing of things going on over here. It's definitely causing this new chapter, and it's like they're starting this new approach towards you. And it definitely makes you want to consider, now we have the World with the World. So it's definitely this new approach that's coming. It feels like it, if it's at work or even in the homestead, it feels more productive. So you're going to see a lot more productivity around you as well. Right? So where you felt like it was unfair and it was unbalanced, they're definitely showing you that they want to come towards you, and quick. Definitely could be also dealing with some kind of Libra or Gemini. My goodness, my friends, there's a lot of signs coming out over here, but definitely feel like they're coming at you nonstop. Like I said, it's going to give you kind of a whirlwind because you're not really, expecting this kind of approach. It almost feels like before you had me kind of neglecting me, had me out in the cold, you didn't want to see things my way. And now all of a sudden you're approaching me with, all these new kind of prompts and ideas and, hey, what are you doing? And they want to spend extra time with you. And actually kind of putting you up on a pedestal over here. I'm just waiting for this Three of Pentacles to come out, right? Just kind of limelighting you. And that could also be where this sun is shining over here, is saying, you know what, everything is a blessing and it's getting better, and I'm actually getting some limelight attention, especially when it's coming into love. So where you feel like this person has kind of pushed you aside for a little while, and kind of overlooking you, kind of doing their own thing, you're going to find their open-heartedness really changing the atmosphere of the situation. Even if it's at work and you feel like you're kind of like, well, whatever, then don't do what I say. Whatever, I don't care. You know what I mean? Or maybe you were working with somebody who's a little mouthy or something, but all of a sudden they want to be your friend, right? And so you're like, really, you want to be my friend? That's interesting. And this is where the warm energy is just kind of flowing around you as the energies are changing. This solar eclipse is really changing a lot of energy for everybody. So you're going to kind of see this energy around people. It's kind of like this wishy-washy. One day they're kind of nitpicky and, are a little witchy, and then, a little mouthy, or just completely hidden. Where the hell did you go? Or mad, or however, right? However it is, to this overly positive thing, right? And it's because that new energy is kind of resetting itself. The sun is coming in, and it's definitely bringing in a lot of good luck for a lot of people, and really changing the atmosphere, and really opening people's hearts and making the perspective a little bit different, and really changing that energy. That's for sure. And a lot of people's, high intuition is coming in. I did do a high intuition video that will be out in about 2 or 3 days, guys. And the reason is because everybody seems to be really kind of getting this higher intuition kind of sparking. And then a lot of people are like, how do I get that to happen? Or, how do I maintain it? So I did do a video for that. Like I said, I'll have it up in a few days. But yes, and this is because everybody's psyche's kind of opening up as you have this sun and this moon coming together, really, shining down on us and giving us these different, really psychic and really intuitive, but very high vibrations. Like I said, it's kind of resetting its tone, really giving warm energy out to people. You can only imagine, though, if people are not going to be super warm, then you might see people be super mean, right? I mean, there's got to be the negative side to the positive side. We know this. We don't see that a whole lot, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist, right? But in this reading, this is saying that whoever you're dealing with, they're going to feel this energy, and they're going to give it back to you. And what a surprise it's going to be, because it does feel like it's someone that, you were trying to love, trying to kind of surrender to. Okay, fine, everything's going to be fine. I'm trying my hardest. If it's working, you're definitely trying your hardest to get along with this person, and they're just not very nice. So, but definitely all of a sudden, it's just this 360 change. This Venus coming through. And, it's happening in this May, because this is the you have to understand this is the, solar eclipse of Taurus. So you have to understand that another one of the big love honing in energies is coming from that Venus, right? That Taurus energy. So a lot of people are actually getting the Empress as well with this psychic card, and that's because we're doing this solar eclipse in Taurus season. And it is honing in on Venus. It is honing in on raising the material, raising the prosperities, bringing in the harvest, raising the love. You see what I'm saying? So we do definitely have a lot of positive energy coming through because of this beautiful Empress, this beautiful Venus, who wants everybody to just kind of share the wealth and the health and the love. And definitely don't forget about that material, right? Everybody knows she wants to share her couch, her throne, her pillow, her throw pillows, right? She'd probably say, no, I'm going to sit on my throne, but I will have no problems throwing you a chenille pillow for you to sit on. But definitely this is where you're going to feel like this ultimate power coming through, and it's bringing in this beautiful happiness and togetherness again. So not only do you have the Two of Cups, but now you have the Three of Cups, which is showing this happiness, because this is the power where you're like, wow, finally, you and I can get along. Finally, that's all I ever really wanted. That's all I wanted. You know, hey, look, if you have a great job and you have somebody who stinks at work, who doesn't, who's always, stingy with you, mean to you, and then all of a sudden they turn around, and they're being nice to you. Like I said, it's not a place you're going to move on from. This isn't something I just give up, right? If you're making, $150,000 a year, you sure as hell ain't going to give it up just because, she wants to be a Karen. She wants to be mean. She wants to be, nosy, nissy, or whoever, or whatever. No, we just kind of put ourselves back into a corner, right? And try to figure it out. So with the fulfillment of wishes, it's really talking about that homestead that I said before. It's almost like this energy is bringing you kind of back into the love of the home. If you're having any home issues, and it doesn't matter what kind of home issue it is, however that is, but it's also bringing in that firm foundation for the stability within the situation. So definitely feeling like you're in the right place, and it's an overall blessing. And it probably will make you want to celebrate, because finally this person is actually, wanting that connection, right? Wherever it is. And it's going to make you feel so much better. Because, yeah, in seriousness, all you felt was like, this is all we do. Tower after tower after tower after tower. Well, now it can say, you know what? That lightning struck, and now it's going to, it's kind of surrendering to itself, bringing in this new inspiration and this new, definitely this new love and closeness between you and another person. And you can see this just kind of moving right up the ladder and really talking and having a lot of communication with this other person which, it just felt like it was a complete fallout. I mean, it does. I see it. It's almost like to the point where you're like, I was just falling. This was, I can't even believe. So I would say that this reading is very shocking. I would say that the Tower in its own way, between the Harmony card, which is the Lovers, and the Tower are definitely your major arcanas for this reading, my friends, because it just felt like this is what you just expected. And knowing that this person will actually have better communication has to be a Tower shocking moment in itself, right? That is a shocker. Are you sure? And because that's pretty mind-blowing to know that they would want to come back, or even try. I think for some of you, it's even putting that best foot forward, right? To even want to do something. And, for some of you, it may even be you who makes the first step into actually saying something. And you will probably expect some kind of snobby remark or something that leaves you, once again, okay, here we go again. But I have to talk to them about the situation. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, hi, oh my God, Just saying, you know what I mean? And the reason I'm doing it like that is not because I'm sure they're not some just, some, over 80s blonde joke. No, I'm sure it's because this is the way you're seeing it, because you're saying, you want to talk to me and you're that nice to me. You want to actually participate in a real conversation. You, my love, right? Actually want to pay attention to me at this time. All I've been doing is trying to offer you cups, and you've been kind of hiding out from me. And now all of a sudden you want to come racing in with all this love. So it's definitely a swing. It's definitely a swing effect, that's for sure. Okay, and remember, cross watchers, it could be the other person, right? So, okay, my friends, until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.